I have this idea. I believe every company needs a role called Chief NRR Officer, Chief Net Revenue Retention Officer. If you think about this, you have a CRO who is in charge of revenue, you have head of sales who is in charge of new logos. But the function of a net revenue retention touches so many different departments. Like you have long tail customers that's handling by support or marketing. You have CSN, you have ANs, you have a sales team. Everyone has the fingers on the NRR number, and NRR has becoming one of the more critical metric that investors and everyone's looking at, because ARR used to be like grow at all costs. NRR shows that you're growing efficiently, you are growing your existing customers. So it becomes a metric a lot of VCs care about. A lot of public companies also care about this number. But yet you don't have one single person who care about net, who is directly in charge of NRR. You have 5 executives who's in charge of this number, which means nobody is in charge of it. And there's no one directly accountable for it. So if you have no one in charge of it, it's kind of abandoned child. If you are not measuring it, you're not improving it, you're not holding 1 or 2 executives accountable for it, you're not going to improve it. Based on Bessemer Venture study, a 1% NRR improvement equals 0.7x of company evaluation improvement. If we times it 3, which means if you increase the NRR by 3%, you're going to double your company's evaluation. This is such an important metric. You cannot afford to let it run by chances. You have to assign somebody to be in charge of this metric. And this Chief NRR Officer, I call it, is the executive who can influence every different aspect of the customer journey and experiences. So it needs to be a cross-departmental executive that owns one of the most important metrics your company can think of.